So if you're anything like me, you're watching the Super Bowl on Sunday and you're thinking about how the Bills need to improve to ultimately get there. And there's an obvious answer. The defensive line needs to be so much better. Look at what the Eagles were able to do against the Chiefs, and then look at what the Bills were able to do just 2 weeks earlier. Now, the Eagles have an elite defensive line, so it's probably unrealistic to think that the Bills could replicate something like that. But they didn't get to Patrick Mahomes at all. And it was obvious. He was able to pick the Bills' defense apart. Just look at the difference. The Eagles had held the Chiefs to basically no offensive production until garbage time in the fourth quarter. The score does not indicate what the game was really like. 40-22 makes it sound like it was a relatively close game. It wasn't. The Eagles absolutely dominated because they were getting after the quarterback and they were able to do it without blitzing. The Bills have not been able to manufacture pressure at quarterbacks consistently, and that is a big reason why they have come up short. We have talked about the defensive line for so many different years here in Buffalo, and it just never has felt like they've taken a next step. That's why they tried to sign Von Miller. Well, they didn't try to sign Von Miller. That's why they signed Von Miller. But he gets injured. He looks like the guy they were trying to get until he got injured in his first year in Buffalo, and then never had looked the same after that. Greg Rousseau's a good player. But it makes you wonder, is Greg Rousseau a game changer? Is he somebody who they should absolutely be giving an extension to, or do they need to go outside and try and get someone? And that, of course, brings us to the offseason. I posted on social media during the game, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson, or Micah Parsons do it. Those are the four guys who have been rumored to be available. Those are all elite level pass rushers, and they would all absolutely make the Bills defense better. But there's two lines of thinking here. One, you can go get a pass rusher. It's going to cost you a lot to acquire those players, probably multiple draft picks, at least a first round pick, maybe a couple first round picks. Or you could use the picks that you have, which are 3 picks in the first 2 rounds, to really revamp your defensive line. I think both sides, there's pros and cons for. I think having a game changer makes everybody else in the defensive line better. But I also think they definitely need a defensive tackle to go alongside Ed Oliver that will allow everyone else to kind of get after the quarterback. Because right now they don't have that. Right now on their defensive line, I think they've got a good player in Ed Oliver and a good player in Greg Rousseau. And after that, we are talking about replacement level guys who have not been able to consistently produce. Daquan Jones flashed up until his injury. And then obviously we were talking about Von Miller. AJ Epinesa is a nice depth piece. I think we need to see the Bills, if they keep their draft picks, use at least 2 of the first 3 picks they have on defensive linemen, whether that be a defensive tackle or an edge rusher. But here's the other added layer to this. They also have to hit on the picks, and they have not consistently done that with early picks. They had Boogie Basham, who they drafted several years ago in the second round. That did not work out. AJ Epinesa, I think, is a good player. I think they probably like that pick, but that was the first pick they made in the draft where they traded their first for Stephon Diggs. Greg Rousseau, I think, is a good player. Ed Oliver, I think they're good players. But I don't think on their own they are able to elevate or take over a game like we saw happen with the Eagles yesterday. So if you're going to keep the picks, I think 2 of the first 3 probably need to be on the defensive line, and you got to hit on them, which this front office has not consistently done. If you're going to trade the assets, you're going to get a proven commodity, but that still doesn't solve everything because just one player won't overhaul the defensive line. Even if they were able to go out and get a Max Crosby, a Myles Garrett, a Hendrickson, a Parsons, that's fine. They still need to improve the defensive tackle position next to Ed Oliver. They also need to get stuff from the guys that they've already invested in. I'm talking about Dwayne Carter. I'm talking about Javon Solomon. I'm talking about some of those other players who are going to be here for the next little bit. The Eagles weren't just getting production yesterday from guys who were drafted early, like Sweat. He's going to be a free agent. The Bills could go sign him if they wanted. It's probably going to cost them a ton. I believe he was a 4th-round pick. Solomon this year, or this past year, was a 5th-round pick. So maybe he could take the step. Maybe he can become a stronger rotational pass rusher. He flashed at times, but never really was able to get onto the field enough to probably make a difference. And then Dwayne Carter flashed at times, then got injured, and then wasn't even active when he came back from injury most weeks because they thought they could get more from Jordan Phillips and from Quentin Jefferson, who they signed not off the street, but who other teams didn't want, and the Bills were able to bring those guys in. So even if they go and get a premier pass rush, that's still not enough. This offseason to me is going to be about two major things. One, you need to overhaul your defensive line. An overhaul is a lofty thing to do, but they need to do it. You need to overhaul your defensive line, and then you need to get more consistent weapons for Josh Allen in the offense. But I do think that this offseason will have a much more defensive-focused kind of approach than maybe we have seen in years past. There have been tweaks to the defense. I think this year is going to be – there's only so many starting spots the Bills can kind of address here, but I do think that the defensive line is going to look different. I think there's a chance that they could – they're going to try and figure out something to do at safety. I know Taylor Rapp and Cole Bishop are probably going to be the guys that they roll with. What do they do with Rasul Douglas? I still think the Bills' best chance at winning a Super Bowl is that they have Josh Allen and the offense can consistently put up points. But it is pretty stark when you see what the Eagles were able to do to the Chiefs. And then 2 weeks prior, the Chiefs hadn't scored 30 points all season. Then they score 32 points on the Bills. Look what the Eagles were able to do. So it's clear that the Bills defense needs to improve if they are going to be in these moments and actually get to the Super Bowl or potentially win a Super Bowl. So they're not incredibly far off. I still think that they've got some nice pieces, but there are things that they need to do, and I think the Super Bowl made that abundantly clear. So defensive line, that is going to be the focus for the Bills over the next 3-4 months, basically. Just for those keeping track at home, next up is the NFL Combine. That's in a couple weeks. Then free agency starts. I believe off the top of my head, that's March 12th free agency starts. And then the draft is the week after Easter in April. So even though things are about to quiet down, they really never do in the NFL. Welcome to the official offseason, everyone.